It's a weird thing to open a game with. I mean, a game like WWF, SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, sure, but who's going to be recreating anything from Countdown Vampires? Hey guys, Shaun back with another weekend one-off. We're playing Countdown Vampires. This is a bad game on PS1. Always check the options. What do we have? Gotta have it in stereo. It's weird that it only tells you what those 4 buttons do. Vibration. Want that vibration on. I need to feel the fear. Okay. That's fine, whatever. So, this is a Resident Evil clone. I pressed the wrong button. Truly the scariest of our Horrorween games. Alright, let's do this. We'll do this on easy because I want this to be longer than like 5 minutes. Jimmy Phalanx. Blood type B positive. Because that's Jimmy Phalanx's motto in life, be positive. Oh god, that voice acting.
And I've specifically come here for a very simple reason.
You know, props to this game though for having hard-coded subtitles in '99.
Casino hotel opening party.
I don't know who K2C is. I don't know who that is. So I've only really seen this game briefly in the past. I've never actually played this before. The lighting effects and the CG ain't bad. There's a weird thing with the models. They look fairly reasonable, but the animations are really stiff. This came out in '99. This is the same year we're looking at Resident Evil 3, if we want to talk CG. Final Fantasy VIII came out this year as well. But I don't think it's really fair to compare everybody to Square. Because by Final Fantasy VIII, Square CGs were top line. This is a weird opening sequence. And this music. Okay. There's a cat in the nightclub? What? Who put that guy on the list? So are the terrorists vampires? Are these guys terrorists? Are they terrorist vampires? Desert Moon. So with all the names presented like that, were these guys hoping this would turn out like Metal Gear Solid? Okay, a fire just broke out. Ooh.
Well, this is an incredible horror show, eh?
What is this, Canada? Ooh. Run for your lives! Everyone leave in a calm and orderly fashion. That guy didn't even fall over, he just tipped forward. I'm sorry, what? The exit's blocked because of the fire that was away from the exit? This place definitely failed safety inspections. What the hell happened there?
You alright? What are they?
Yeah, okay, this doesn't look awful, but
Get out of here!
the cuts here are
Vampires!
they're vampires, really.
This
It doesn't
turns
look
them back to
awful,
normal.
but the cuts here are really nonsensical.
Here, use this.
Really.
What about you? I've got one more. Wait here. I'm gonna look around.
So our main character was wearing a jacket with nothing under it, and now we're going the entire game shirtless, with a really stupid looking tattoo. Objectives of the early stages: leave this area within 3 minutes, head for the Screaming Moon door. Well, it's nice of them to stay up, keep that up long enough for me to actually see it. So what is this, Devil May Cry?
Fire prevention procedures, code CR01. Club Regan will be sealed off in 3 minutes.
What?
Please leave Club Regan immediately and proceed to a safe shelter area.
3 minutes to get out because of a fire. Oh wow, this... yeah. Okay, so this is 99. Whether this came out before or after Resident Evil 3 isn't really a major point. Is this the way I want to go? Oh no, that guy who looked like he'd probably be an important character just died immediately off screen. But yeah, whether or not this came out before or after RE3 is not really the point. Oh, the timer stops when I climb stairs. The simple fact is, this came out after Resident Evil 2. He's doing the pre-rendered backgrounds and tank controls that classic Resident Evil did. That's not what he said. Use the anesthetic stun gun, and after they're under, pour some white water on them and turn back into humans. Okay. But yeah, we're looking pre-rendered backgrounds. Drink. Get the drink. Oh, this ain't gonna go well. Oh, jeez. Well, at least it's got auto aim. How many of these guys are there? Oh yeah, no, this ain't going well. How much health do I have? I don't even know what most of that means. Get out of the way. Oh no, they're on me. Yeah, I don't know how to use white water. Wow, this is bad design. So easy to just get knocked into a corner. That's not even... I thought that was a set of stairs. But yeah, okay, so this is post RE2. And these backgrounds look terrible. This gun has like no stopping power. Okay. How do I use the white water? Was that in the Alright. Oh, jeez. These camera angles are bad. These tank controls are also not good. Like, you hear a lot of people who don't like classic Resident Evil talk about classic Resident Evil with the whole thing of tank controls are bad, classic Resident Evil plays bad, and it's like, you know, no, classic Resident Evil played well. It worked within its design. Play something like this, where it doesn't work well. Jeez. You play something like this where it doesn't work well, or like Dino Crisis 3, or something like that. Oh, this ain't good. This ain't a good game. This is bad. How hurt am I? I'm about to die. And I have no idea how to use white water. Circles change weapons. So does that let me change to the white water? Oh no, I'm gonna die. So it takes like 5 shots to put them down temporarily. And I have no idea how to use white water to turn them back. The game has not explained how to use the white water. Ah. Yeah, no, that's it. And this is a terrible camera angle. It's like people who don't like classic Resident Evils will tell you, like, the tank controls are bad, the pre-rendered, the static camera and the pre-rendered backgrounds don't work. And that's not true. They work. They do work.
Fire prevention procedures, code
And you don't really appreciate just how well they work until you play a game where they don't.
Please leave Club Regan immediately and proceed to a safe shelter area.
Okay, let's just get out of here and ignore these guys. Try this again. The key's damaged, can't open the door. What does that even mean? Oh, is this door on? Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is a different direction than I went last time. Like, these camera angles are not good, and they change at such arbitrary points. And the game opens with you surrounded by enemies with a time limit. It's like, okay, there's the inevitable comparison between this and Resident Evil, because this is very much a cheap Resident Evil clone. Resident Evil, the first one opens with you in a safe area and gives you time to get used to the controls and how you move and act. Resident Evil 2 opens with you in danger and it's tricky, but very quickly you can navigate your way to a safe area and then get used to the controls. RE3 opens with you in danger, but it's simpler than RE2. Alright, this is where I will, because the security guy's dead. Yeah, RE3 opens, and it's simpler than RE2. You need to get past one zombie. And then you're in a safe area where you can configure the controls if all of these are your first games. This one opens, you have no time to really move and get out of the way before you're a vampire is on top of you, who they're faster than the zombies. And you have this 3-minute time limit. And I'm guessing you don't get out without 3 minutes, then game over. Okay, and how do I do that? I can't get to the white water. Where was this? Yeah, that's been an appointment from a Searim City homicide. Detective Wesley Simmons murdered his partner, homicide. Detective Keith J. Snyder, deemed to be responsible, was disciplined with the following duties. Due to open Platalosa City in the new century, the Desert Moon Casino Hotel is holding a grand opening ceremony. Randy Jones, a horror movie director at VIP. Attendees hired guards for protection at the event. Okay, so homicide detective was murdered. Another homicide detective was deemed responsible. His punishment is to attend the opening of a casino hotel. I'm sorry, what? Letters on the back are carved death. This is stupid. Alright, get that drink. Oh god, vampires. And particularly, the speed of the vampires is certainly a problem. Resident Evil starts you off with the zombies. Gives you a... Let's try and figure this out. Can I access anything? Nope. There's also the weird case of that vampire was running at me for... That was a good 2 or 3 seconds, didn't do anything. Okay, wonderful. So this entire journey up here was pointless. Yeah, Resident Evil opening with the slower enemies, the less mobile enemies, the zombies. Good idea. Because it gives you time to get used to the controls. Even RE2, with how many zombies are in that opening area, the fact that the zombies are considerably slower gives you time to learn to maneuver. This game really doesn't. Look at this, how many people started this game and were then immediately cornered because of this crap? Buy a map. Map purchased. Did that actually cost me something? Okay, so I'm there. Can't move the map at all. This door ahead of me should be open, I'm guessing, from the map. Yeah. Oh, is this a safe room? What? Oh, okay. You know what? I'll give it to them. This is actually kind of an interesting puzzle idea. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Okay, Club Room Susie. Oh, what mail do I have? Nothing. Alright. Let's save this, and once I'm done here, I'm going to delete this off my memory card, because I ain't touching this game again. This is easy mode, I forgot about that. I forgot I'd put it on easy. And chances out, that probably accounts for two things. How many hits we take before going down, and how many hits the vampires take. The vampires are taking 5 hits before they go down to the anesthetic. If that's more in normal, then yeah, I don't think anybody should be playing normal. Nancy. Ah, get away. Clarice, Alice, Nancy. I got the Susie key. Yeah. This is Alice. Although it says Nancy as well, for some reason. Grab this. You know, it's probably part of the issue with the backgrounds. These areas are big. And it probably contributed to far less detail in the environments. Which would be why they look so bad, probably. Whereas your classic Resident Evils, even in the more open areas, each camera angle was designed to show off a limited amount of that. But even then, consider that with the PS1 Final Fantasy games. Did I get the key for that door? No, because that door was locked from the other side. Like, consider the PS1 Final Fantasy games, which had fairly large areas and were pretty detailed. The simple fact here is Kino ticket. Simple fact here is these backgrounds look bad. Yeah, this is where the shutters are. There's also the case with how many enemies there are and the complete lack of my ability to deal with them. We're running around, we're not taking in the environments, really, and that's really leaving us with it's leaving no lasting impression on us as a result, particularly because there's no really interesting details about this. Okay, so these look 3D, but it doesn't look like I can do anything with them. I didn't get to go down here before. I couldn't get in here, and I don't know why. Okay, is there no monsters attacking now? Can we actually just explore a bit? One thing I love about classic Resident Evil is being able to examine the environment, and a lot of the time there's some flavor text. Here there's just like piles of dead bodies. Nothing. Yeah, read it. What does this say? Keynote ticket first game 000. What does that even mean? 256. What? Keynote ticket written on the memo. Playing cards 2, 5, and 6. And we got a keynote ticket, and we can't look at it. This game doesn't explain anything. We have we have over 160 anesthetic darts. Oh jeez. And they're practically worthless. Okay, so we can get in Club Nancy now. There is a currency system for health items. So we come to this dead end to pick up a car key. Hmm? And what is this Keno ticket? What the hell is Keno? Is that some sort of card game I'm just not familiar with? Or is this somewhere we can go? Another file. Slot machine breakdown repair procedures. Normally operating slot machines have blue light. Normally operating slot machines have blue light on the upper section. Okay. Blue lamp turns red, something not working. Should this occur? Check the inside of the slot machine. Once the lamp is turned off, immediately inform the manager. Okay. Is this going to be another one of those actually kind of interesting puzzles? It's the same puzzle. Well, there go the points I was giving this game. VIP room Cheryl. Like, there's so much in the environment that looks like it should be something you could do somewhere. Like, oh, here's a safe. Nothing to say about it. No case of, oh, I don't know the code. There's no... There are vampires in here now. Ah, jeez. Okay, so it is 5 shots. Okay, so we got a memo for a slot machine. Let's try and take a look at one of them. Okay, so if there's a red lamp... I have no idea. Okay, we got the card key for Club Nancy. Let's see if we can get in there. Try and make some progress before we just call this. A lot of the design of this, particularly the fact... No, I have no interest in playing. Yeah, I'm probably... Is this going to have something I need? Well, forget that. It's just about making money. I'm sorry, what was this? These camera angles are actually pretty confusing. That's definitely one thing that... This is the Susie. But the elevator's not working. So we got a card key and we just can't go anywhere with it. What? One thing Resident Evil does pretty well with its pre-rendered cameras is being aware of exactly where you are in the environment is a lot easier with it. But like with how low quality a lot of these models look, it kind of reminds me of Resident Evil 1.5, where one of the reasons the game was scrapped was the zombies were just not particularly great looking. No, I'm not playing roulette. Yeah, the zombies just weren't particularly great because they were low poly. They were very low quality models, specifically so they could get more on screen, and they had area damage that they could take, which was kind of interesting for the PS1. It's going to be the same puzzle. Another gun. A P99. Is this actually a Walther? Okay, so quick switching with the circle button, not a bad idea, I'll give it that. Did they get a licensing from Walther on this? I'd be very surprised if they did, because even the actual Bond games didn't get licensing from Walther for a long time. Like, the gun James Bond used in the movies up until Tomorrow Never Dies was the Walther PPK. That was his primary handgun. This is where we were. And the games, starting with, like, GoldenEye, they called it the Walther... They didn't call it the Walther, they just called it the PP7. And then, starting with Everything or Nothing, they finally got the license. They finally were allowed to just call it the Walther P99. I'd be very surprised if this game got that license, and considering Bond games didn't for years. I feel like we're just wandering now. I really do. Alright, if we don't find anything in a minute, I'm going to go up against a bad guy, try and figure out how to use the Whitewater, and if we just can't figure it out, then we'll die and we'll call it. This is not an interest... Oh, something's happening.
Are you all right?
Oh god, the voice acting.
I'm so... help me.
Dude, stop pointing your gun at her.
It's okay. I'm a police officer. Snyder. Keith J. Snyder.
Oh, police officer?
I came here as a VIP guard.
It was my punishment for murdering another cop.
Misato Hayakawa. I work here. It's my first day.
Your first day? Well, then you probably don't know where the exits are.
I'm sorry.
In any public
Hey,
space
it's
like this, not
alright.
necessarily public space, but any kind of establishment like this, surely the exits would all be clearly marked,
Misato, I'm going to take a look up ahead.
especially in
You
case
stay
of
here.
an emergency like a fire.
I'm scared to be alone, Keith.
You've got to stay here. Look, it's all right. It's safe here.
Well, okay.
It's absurd the most detailed part of his model
I'll
is
be
that
right back.
chest. Oh, she'll actually move. Oh no, she's following us. Okay. That makes sense why she moved then. But she doesn't follow us into rooms like this. Alright, another puzzle, see if we get anything out of this. A key? Show stage key. Okay, now, do I remember where that is? I remember what the area looked like. I don't remember how to get back there from here. You know... Oh, there's a box there. Considering how popular Resident Evil was at the time, I'm kind of surprised there weren't more games trying to copy it poorly. I mean, the static camera angles were a really good way to just... I came here before. The static camera angles were a good way to just limit the field of view in a very simple way. But surprisingly, like, a lot of games on the PS1 just went for a full 3D idea, even if it looked so bad. Like, not every full 3D game on PS1 looks bad, a lot of them do well with the system. But, there's also a lot that do look really bad. Oh wow, this is going to be our longest weekend one-off yet. Okay, so we're back here. Oh cool, because this is where the show stage was. Okay, is there going to be anything worthwhile back here? Oh wow, an actual ladder climbing animation. I'm surprised they didn't just cut to black. That's weird. They had a ladder climbing animation, and then they cut to black, and then just have him at the top, not even in a new camera angle. That's so weird. Shouldn't there be, like, safety railings on here? ID for Club Legan. Oh, something's happening. What the hell is that? What? Well, see ya. I feel like the enemies in this game just got worse. Nothing over here. Can that guy actually go up and downstairs? No, he cannot. That is... Why cut to black when you've got the animation for him getting on and off the ladder? So, introducing that new enemy with the enemy flying up from a different area, and then having that enemy completely unable to... What was that? This is where we were before, though. All of this has been just to go around in circles. Introducing a new enemy by having that enemy fly up from one area to another, and then having that enemy unable to actually navigate stairs is unbelievable. This feels like a big waste of time. The key card for Club Liga was obviously important because after we got it, the enemy was introduced. Now we're just back where we started, and the question becomes why? What was the point of leaving if we're just coming right back without having accomplished anything? And what a crap soundtrack. Now I'm actually shutting up for a minute and just like contemplative silence, and you can hear it. It's not the ridiculous goofy bad of the DualShock Director's Cut, but... and everywhere looks the same. What has any of this accomplished? Okay, I wasn't here before. If there's one thing you should take away from this, this is the shutter this is the way we came in before, and the shutter closed there. Why is it open? If there's one thing to take away from this, don't play Countdown Vampires. It's bad. 5 didn't even put that guy down then. So the bottle isn't a healing item, what is it? Okay, let's... So the gun... Oh, now we can do it? Is the placement just really particular about the whole thing? And why can't we switch weapons now? Like, through that whole thing I was pressing circle to switch weapons and it wasn't doing it. You have to be aiming to switch weapons. Don't play Countdown Vampires. I'll see you guys on the next weekend one-off. You know what I love? Like, we kept going a bit just because I wanted to die to end this. I love that I've died, and they can't actually... Like, we died before, and the vampire kneeled over the corpse and started eating it. Kind of like the... I didn't press anything there. Kind of like the zombies would do in RE2. But the fact those two vampires were just walking into each other was hilarious. That's the perfect ending. I'll see you guys next time.